In the heart of ancient Babylon, a young boy is born. A city crowded with idols, stone and wood, lifeless yet worshipped. He walks these streets, silently watching. Something deep in his heart whispers, "This cannot be the truth." He sat small and thoughtful beside the statues his father carved. They had eyes yet saw nothing, ears but no sound. And he asked, "Father, why do you worship what cannot speak?" Under the blanket of stars, he searched for answers. He saw the moon shining and then disappearing. The stars faded, the sun set, and he whispered, "I do not love things that vanish." He turned to his people and asked, "Do you worship what sets?" Their silence was louder than their praise. He pointed upward, not to the stars, but to the Creator beyond them. He stood before his father, not in defiance, but in grief. These idols, they harm not, nor benefit. But his words met anger. Still he stood, not with pride, but with truth. In the square, before the people, he raised his voice. "What are these statues you're devoted to?" They laughed. He didn't flinch, because truth, even when alone, is never lost. At night, he walked alone. One by one, the idols fell. Only the largest remained, and the axe was hung on its neck. It was not rebellion, it was proof. They gathered in rage. "Who did this to our gods?" He pointed not to himself, but to the one idol left. "Ask him if he can speak." Chains bound his hands, but not his spirit. They mocked, they threatened. But he stood, calm, because his faith was already free. The fire roared. They cast him in, certain it would end him, but the flames obeyed a command higher than theirs. "O fire, be cool and safe," and it was. They watched in silence. From fire he walked unharmed, his robes untouched, his soul at peace. It wasn't magic, it was the mercy of the one who protects his friend. Before a king who thought himself divine, he stood. "My Lord gives life and death." The king challenged him, but truth is not outshouted. Ibrahim said, "Allah brings the sun from the east. Can you bring it from the west?" He left his homeland, not in fear, but in obedience. With family and faith he journeyed, because when the world closes in, Allah opens his path. He was tested with love. Sarah with grace handed Hajar and baby Ishmael to his care, and he walked, trusting the plan of the one who sees every tear, every sacrifice. He asked, "My Lord, how will you bring the dead to life?" And Allah replied, "Do you not believe?" He said, "Yes, but to comfort my heart." Faith, always seeking closeness. Alone in the desert, he prayed, not for ease, but for nearness, not for praise, but for purity, because patience isn't silence, it's hope in action. On a high place he stood. Behind him, generations to come, his footsteps still echo in hearts that submit. This was no ordinary man, this was a legacy of faith. Let every story remind us of our purpose. Subscribe and be part of reviving the legacy of the prophets, one truth at a time.